Hi, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and if you're a lead gen who constantly refreshes the stats inside your ad accounts, this is going to help you. Let's dive in. The reason I know a little bit about refreshing stats all the time is because that has been me. And as a matter of fact, I probably still do it sometimes when we're running new ad campaigns and I'm getting our offers dialed in. And you know, it's really quite damaging when I think about it. I have the Facebook app on my phone and I'll be refreshing to see if our cost per lead's coming down or going up. And it's a really effective way to block your creativity, okay? Because for me, when I'm doing that, I'm in a state of like fear, whether it be that the cost per lead's going too high, the ads are getting disapproved, whether or not my account's going to get blocked or whatever that might be. It really is, in my opinion, quite a damaging thing to do. If I was you, and I'm trying to give some advice to myself here, I'd look at kind of different ways to be able to kind of minimize the amount of time that I spend doing this, whether it's on my laptop or whatever, right? I know we have to be able to monitor our profit and loss and make sure that we're not losing money. But let's look at some kind of strategies to be able to help you worry less about this type of stuff. Because when you are able to worry less about spending time, wasting time doing all of this type of stuff, the ad refreshing, etc., it blocks you from the real creativity that you can have as a business owner, which is being able to solve more problems, being able to build relationships with your clients. And probably the most important thing, I think, is to be able to get creative with your upsells and your cross sells, either with your clients or with either the leads that you're generating, okay? Because if you're able to, the famous saying, right? If you're able to spend more than your competitors to get the leads, then you've already won, okay? So let's look at a few different ways where you can spend more. It doesn't matter how much you spend on the front ends to get the leads because you're making so much money on the back end. Let's look at two really effective ways to do this. Okay, strategy number one is to work on the relationship with your clients. So instead of refreshing those stats, pick up the phone and give them a call and figure out what's going on with your leads, all right? So it could be that there's contact rate issues, all right? Or it could be that you're running a few different traffic sources and one traffic source is working and the other source isn't working. It could be that when you speak to the client, you figure out that males are converting better than females or vice versa, or a location is a real hotspot for something that's working, all right? There's a ton of data there that you could glean from your clients that's going to help your campaigns, which means you're not going to have to worry about how much you spend. If there's contact issues and they're not getting in contact with their leads, what can you do to help them with that? All right. Can you write them an SMS or something they can send to their leads, which gets people to raise their hand and start a conversation with their sales team? Can you upsell them into a CRM, which is going to help them, like HighLevel? Okay. Can you speak to them and figure out whether or not they've got a database of leads that you could help re-engage and book some appointments off and get paid on the back end for? You might have heard about Flex Configurators, where you can put a pricing tool on their website, which helps them be able to get leads from their existing traffic. You know, there's a ton of different ways that you can really help your clients, which means that the leads coming in on the front end is insignificant compared to the amount of value that you're giving your clients over time. And this can work, so I've got an itchy nose. This could work for small clients all the way through to large clients. In fact, the bigger the client, in my experience, the higher the leverage you have, right? If they've got a lot of leads and they're buying a lot of leads, then one small tiny tweak can take them from a really break-even type campaign to something that really transforms their business, all right? And sometimes if you're able to look from the outside to the inside on their business, then guess what? You can really make some big changes, all right? So start thinking a little bit bigger with the way that you're behaving and take that Facebook app off your phone or that Google Ads app or whatever it is, and start focusing on relationships and solving problems and being creative rather than blocking yourself from all of these really good things. The second strategy I'm going to give you that is really going to help your kind of mindset and your mental state when it comes to worry and fear around how much you're spending per lead, is try and think about how you can upsell or cross-sell your leads as they come in. Okay, so there's a few strategies for this, right? So the first one could be when a lead is generated for something like a solar lead coming in, or car finance lead, or whatever that is. Are you able to send them an SMS or an email a few days later and ask if they need roofing help, or some other offer? Okay, and maybe you can just have a conversation with them and say, listen, were you able to get in touch with the solar company we introduced you to? And it could be that the solar company is not doing very well at all, and you can kind of help re-engage them and push them back into the client's CRM. There's just some really kind of basic, simple things you can do that's going to make a difference to your campaign. Not to mention coming up with writing some autoresponders or some emails that give the leads a little bit more information and help, so you can build your trust and likability with those leads. There's just so much you can do rather than just relying on the lead and it's gone and that's it. Okay, in my opinion, there's no business that's going to be really built that's sustainable off the back of that type of model. The other thing you can do is potentially run some type of competition that has a viral nature. We're about to do this next week for our offer at Flexxable, where people that kind of go through your funnel and become a lead are then incentivized to share something with their friends that allows you to kind of get more leads from your funnel, right? So let's say a solar lead comes in and they hit the thank you page. The thank you page says something like, there's a competition. For one lucky person, you're going to get free solar panels, or whatever that offer might be. All you have to do to enter this competition is share this offer with 3 of your friends, right? And 3 of the friends do it, and guess what? They share with 3 of their friends, and suddenly you're building a huge database for your solar offer, right? And all of them are entering the solar offer, the solar prize draw. But guess what? They're still interested in solar, and you're able to build a big database and get them into your email. You're able to send these people text to see whether they're just interested in the prize or they're actually interested in the solar panels. There's just so much you can do with it, right? There really is so much you can do. You can then introduce them to a solar group on Facebook. If they've got questions, you can send them an FAQs doc about solar panels to see whether it's a good fit for them. You can show them a comparison against electricity and gas versus solar. There's just so much you can do, right? And when you're able to really be creative with what you're putting your leads in front of, then things are going to start working well for you, and it doesn't matter how much you're paying on the front end, okay? So I hope you've enjoyed a few ideas that I've given you. Hopefully it stokes them embers in your brain. Hopefully it gives you some creative ideas that are going to help you grow your agency with less stress. All right. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like more like it, please give us a like. Subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know whenever we create new videos. And if you've got any comments or questions, please comment below. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.